Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of the session we have about how to trade using order blocks. We did some theoretical matter and then now after the theory, let's go to the practice and have some charts and use the techniques we just learned. And let's see how we can apply it and how it looks like when we see it in the real chart. In this example that I want to show you, this is the New Zealand Japanese yen, and this is the daily chart. So let's start by having a daily chart, and let's go to the both techniques we just learned and see how this is going to work. There is one point which I have to mention first before proceeding, and that is when we are doing the daily chart, definitely we cannot use the daily chart as entry. So the daily chart is just for analysis, and we are going to have the entry in the 4-hour time frame. So here, this is a daily chart. So we use our color codes, which is light blue, to identify the daily order block. Here we have the daily order flow, order block at for the daily. We can see here is the daily order block. And as you see, we have a lot of consolidation happening inside. So that's why we don't care about this consolidation. We just care about when it is breaking up and out of this consolidation zone. So maybe this is another small lesson for you, that when we do such price action, we can consider this. Just imagine this is a daily time frame. When we go to the lower time frame, this consolidation makes more sense, because if we want to see this as a consolidation, see this is maybe around more than 20 days. It's around 30 days maybe consolidating. So this is the daily order block we have here. And as you see, in this example, we don't see any retracement, because as you know, in the first method, we should see some kind of retracement and touching the order block, then we can think about buying. Okay, so right now we don't see the first method applicable because we don't see any retest, touchback, or going in the 50% of order block. So now what we are going to do, we will use the second method. Second method, which we learned, it was using Fibonacci retracement. So as I told you, in the Fibonacci, we are going to set the levels that we have, the same levels which I just showed you. You can take another screenshot now if you want to know the exact Fibonacci levels we are looking for. So we are doing these ones for the retracement and the above one for the target profit. So then I use the color code I have for the Fibonacci. So I'm putting the Fibonacci, okay, in the previous low, means starting the order blocks, and I'm putting the next level in the next swing high. Next swing high is here, okay? So I'm leaving that. And as you see here, we had the price coming back down and reaching this level, okay? But this is not even 38.2. So based on our Fibonacci levels, this is not going even to work, okay? And remember, this is daily. So we shall just ignore it, okay? This is not the setup that we want for now. Or what else you can do? You can go to the lower time frame and in the lower time frame, okay, here we can see once the price is going up, coming back here at the retest, not at the retest, I mean as a pullback. In the pullback, okay, in the 4-hour chart, we have the creation of 4-hour order block. Okay, so we can use the 4-hour order block here. This is all consolidation. So let's ignore this part, and we have our order blocks here. Okay. So when we see this price breaking above, okay, then we can consider this as a confirmation of the daily pullback is done, because we are seeing in the lower time frame a new order block created. So this means consolidation correction is done and we are pushing up. So how to trade that again? Okay, I'm gonna tell you now. So I'm going to remove the first Fibonacci, okay? And now let's see it in the 4-hour time frame. Do we have any pullback or retest to this order block? No, right? It's not coming back. It's not coming back to touch, or is not going inside 50%, because remember, in the first method, we should see the touch back to the order block or going inside order block as 50% for the entry number 2. So we have 2 entry levels that we can pick up for this method. We don't have neither of them, right? So in this case, we have to do method number 2. So I'll choose Fibonacci again, our color codes, and I'll make sure the setup is okay. And then I'll choose this low and next swing high. Okay, this is nice. And now we can see the retracement to the 50%. we can see the retracement is coming back to the 50%, 38.8, and then 50%. So at 50%, you can see the price is going up, and very nicely, as we already told you about the 3 target profit using Fibonacci level, we can see the first one was achieved, which is here at 0%, right? The second one was achieved at 23 minus 23.6, and the last one was not hit, but it hit here actually. Finally, it hit here at 61 minus 61.8. So see, this trade, it went up, it came back down. So very long-term trade, we achieve all the 3 target profits we have set using this methodology. This was a good example actually. So now let me just do one more thing here, and I want to show you at this 50%, okay, I need to go to the 1 hour time frame. When I go to the 1 hour time frame, then I can see the confirmation for the entry. This is unfortunately we cannot take it there because this is a 1 hour time frame and it's not going more than this. Okay, so what we can do here, we go to the same 4 hour time frame and we can see here, but normally you can do the confirmation using the lower time frame. So at the lower time frame, we can see the proper confirmation. But even here in the 4 hour chart, if I go here, you can see after reaching to 50%, we are rejecting by doji, coming back up, and here I can see the another 4 hour order block. Okay, another 4 hour order block is very clear. So at this stage, I can see another 4 hour order block. For double confirmation here, but actually for me, once this reach here in the 1 hour time frame, you can see the order block and then you can enter the trade. Okay, but even here in the 4 hour time frame, you can see this is pushing up, going out of this order block, coming back down. When it's coming back down, this is our first method, right? This is exactly our first method. It's going up, coming back, touch the order block, then enter the trade. So we will enter the trade. We will enter the trade here, and we will put the stop loss below the order block. And for this kind of trades, okay, if we want to use our target profit for the that one, we can just put the target profit here, previous high. is here. Okay, so this is almost 1-to-1 risk to reward, and very nice. We can see the price is touching back the order block, going up and hitting the target profit. As per definition, I explained the theory. I said when you enter the trade at the touch, you can set the target profit as the previous high, previous high, previous high. This is the TP achieved. Guys, hope you're enjoying and learning, and I hope this is going to make a revolution in your trading style. I'm sure if you do these trades by yourself, and if you find this setup by yourself, you will really enjoy, and I'm sure by time you will identify a lot of good trades which can lead to profit. And definitely when you take 20 trades, you will see the strength and the advantage of this style, which it can give you a lot of good and positive traits. Because don't forget, we are here to take the risk, and we are here to have more profit than loss. That's the key to be a profitable trader. We don't need to be right all the time. We just need to be right most of the time, or even when you have a proper risk management, you can be right even 50% or 40%, but at the end, you will be profitable. Let's have another example. And by the way, if you have any question, I will be glad to answer. Do you have any questions so far? Any question?
No.
Yes, I have a question, please.
Yes, please tell me.
Yeah, where do you place the stop loss for the first order block where you drew the Fibonacci from? We didn't tell us that. The stop loss.
For the Fibonacci, the stop loss.
Yes, for this one. Yes.
Okay. For the Fibonacci,
For the lower block. For the lower block, not the one you're touching. The previous one.
which one?
There are two other blocks. The lower one.
Yeah, this one, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now, for this one, I told you, you have two choices. If you are trading H4 time frame, because initially, you remember, we identified this trade setup using daily order blocks, right? So I'm sure the daily stop loss is going to be a big one, and you need to, one second. So for this one, we didn't trade it actually, right?
But we drew the Fibonacci from using.
No. This one, if you remember, I even moved the Fibonacci. This one, because it didn't reach 38.2, I ignored it.
Okay.
Okay. And even when I'm putting the order block here, you see there is no retest, there is no touchback. So that's why I ignored this setup. And instead of that, I took this setup, which is coming to the 50%. Okay. And also it's giving me order block at 50%. So I'm taking the 50% from here to here. Okay. coming back here, and
Okay. Okay.
at this point, you can see 50% Fibonacci. We have the new order block. And once this order block has been created, we have the touchback and retest before moving up. Okay, so for this one, don't forget. I'm mixing the two methods in this example. Okay, I'm mixing them. So for the target profit, okay, I told you you have 3 target profits, right? And you can see all of them are already hit. So once we got the setup here, it went up and we achieved the target profit number 1 here immediately. We achieved target profit number 2 as minus 3.6 here. And then we didn't touch the target profit here. So it pulled back down. It again, it went up and finally it hit. Is this clear now?
Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Any other question? Okay. We shall go to another example. Let's take USD JPY. But this time, I want to focus on the 4-hour time frame, and I will use a 1-hour time frame as entry. Okay, so here the order flow is to the upside. Let me take from here. So we need to identify the order block first. So where is the 4-hour order block? In this example, we see the 4-hour order block. It's here. So we can see the price is pushing up and coming back and touching the order block and then going up. So for the entry, I'm going to the 1-hour chart. Even you can go to the 15 minutes to have the exact entry. So here you can see once we have the 4-hour order block, the price is coming out of the order block, going up, coming back, and almost touching. As I told you, the rule is telling me touch, but by 1 pip, 2 pip, it's up to you. You can just enter the trade. As I told you, I don't need any confirmation here. Because remember, the confirmation will be explained in the strategy course. But here, we are just entering the trade based on the order block which is identified. So here, I'm going to have the entry here. I'm going to have the stop loss below the order block by a few pips. And I'm going to have the TP. Based on this method, my TP is going to be previous high. And previous high, as you can see, So we got the entry here, we got the stop loss here, and we got the TP here, which is the previous high, right? Small profit. But actually, this is not a good risk to reward ratio because the loss is much bigger than profit. But I'm just telling the profit initially can be this one, but this doesn't mean that you can just set the full profit here. This can be the immediate profit, but then what you can do, you can use the second method, which is Fibonacci, to find the next target profits. So even on this, in this case, I can go to the Fibonacci and here I can set the Fibonacci from the lowest part of this order block to the to this one. This, because from here it's pulling back, right? So from here it's pulling back. So I check this one, and now it's very easy to see all the target profit is happening. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. How is that? Do you like that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Yeah. So once we enter the trade here, we are getting the first TP, second one, and third one. And where is our stop loss? Initially, I'm setting it here. Okay. I'm not going to talk about trade management in this course, okay? But stay tuned. We are going to have a special course for trade management, and in that course, which is going to be a mixed course with the risk management. I mean, risk management and trade management together is going to be an interesting course. And in that course, I'll show you how to manage the trade and how to move the stop loss when and in which scenarios, and how you're going to move that in order to keep your trades in profit and reduce the risk. Okay, but right now, let's just do the standard way, which is setting the stop loss here and taking all the profits. So you don't need to worry about the stop loss because you already had this much risk. And by risking this much, you are getting this much profit. So in this example, I use the order blocks, the touching method as entry, and I use the Fibonacci to set my 3 target profit levels. Let's do another quick example. Let me go to Euro GBP, Euro pound, and this time if I go to the 4-hour chart, no, this one not, because it's not giving me what I want, because I want to see some example using a retracement. Yeah, this one is okay. Yeah, let me just quickly do this and just watch what I'm doing, because we have 5 minutes to finish this recording session. So the order block that we have here, I consider this one as the order block. Then if I set the Fibonacci retracement here, from here to from top to the bottom. This example is bearish example. That's why I have to set it from top to bottom. Okay, from top to this swing low, and from this swing low is coming back, and you can see the retracing to the 38.2 is not reaching to the 50%, as you can see. So it's pulling back here, and then from here, by the way, this is a live, this is a recent example, so the still the price action is moving. So what I can see here, we can see the target profit one, it happened 0%. And I'm expecting the other target profits here also to achieve. So we can expect the target profit 2 and target profit 3 all to hit. Let me just show you about the entry here. If I go to 1-hour chart, yeah, so in the 1-hour chart, you can see very clearly that retracement happened to the between 38.2 and 50%. Anyhow, 38.2 is also a good level for us. It's one of the 4 levels we have for retracement. Don't forget that this is the OTE, the optimal entry, somewhere between 61.8 to 78.6. This is the optimal entry, and 50% is a very key level, and 38.2% is a very small, not very small, a small retracement anyhow. We have another level which is 23.6, but I don't rely on that, but it's up to you. You can add the 23.6 also. And here we can see, if I go to the 1-hour order block, it's retesting back up. This is the order block in the 1-hour time frame. It's amazing, amazing. You can see the price is going down and then coming back at the retest. Here you have to enter the trade, touch, enter, profit. Thank you very much for watching us, and hope to see you in the next course.